Yeah, we were all set up in the Skywatch field, and we're watching, seeing satellites and this and that and the other thing flying through the sky. And Ray said, "Hey, what's that?" And so I looked over to my left. I think it was actually the direction south, and saw like a satellite, but it would flash every couple of seconds. So I started my count, between flashes, and it was pretty rhythmic at first. And then once people started shining lasers at it, that's when things became erratic. And obviously it was responding to the lasers that we were shining, everybody that was there that had one. And the flashes seemed to get brighter and brighter to a point where it just blew.
Hey, Kevin,
basically blew out the lens. It flared so bright it made it look like I was looking into the sun in the night vision. And
so in other words, you were looking through your night vision lenses. Of course, you've got multiple cameras up there. You got the stop action photography, you got the night vision video, and you've got
time lapse is what you're talking about. Yeah,
I keep mispronouncing that or missaying that. But you've got these monitors on the tripods as well, so you can actually see the thing without having to put your eyes through the viewfinder there.
That's correct.
And it was just an awesome sight. Matter of fact, I would like to bring Ray right now on because I believe she was the first person to actually sight this anomalous giant orb, basically white light coming across us at the East City Ranch when we saw this first. Are you there, Ray, still?
I'm right here.
Okay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that whole incident started with that UFO and what you initially saw first?
Okay. Well, the reason I was called out to the field in the first place was because James Gilliland had just seen a sighting that he believed he could predict the time of when it had came in. He had a feeling. He went out to the field, and everyone was out in the field watching what he believed to be a UFO. They were all looking to the right. We started looking. We were setting up our equipment with the Wade brothers, and we were just starting to do a couple of our scenes for the upcoming documentary on Mount Adams. And so I was looking to the left of the field behind everybody's head, and I noticed something in the sky, kind of warble would be the word. It sort of was moving almost like back and forth in a gyrating pattern. And I, for a second, thought, could that be a star? Could this be an anomaly from the atmosphere? And I was just trying to place in my mind and check every box and try to figure out what could it not be. And about that point, I realized it was doing something extremely strange. It sped up, and it changed direction in a 90-degree pattern. That's when I alerted the rest of the team and the production crew to, hey, we got something going on right here. What's this behind you? So at that point, he looked up, and he was able to confirm he saw what I was seeing. So, in fact, there's two of us seeing it. We were able to triangulate and get our equipment on it and quickly get the production cameras up and running to try to capture it in the moment. It was really exciting. We weren't sure what we had at the moment. I mean, you never know. Is it a shooting star? Is it a satellite? But you watch it long enough, and it starts to do things that all of those said items would not do. And this is when the flashing began to happen of the light.
And tell us, Ray, before it did this flash thing, tell us about the power-up thing that went on. That was and by the way, let's make people aware that this was so low that it was below the cloud level, basically coming across the night sky, perpendicular to us. And the cloud level was probably around 2,000 feet. So this is pretty low as far as, it couldn't be a star. It's too low. It's much bigger. But tell us about the flare-ups.
Yeah, that is true. When I was first watching it, one of my first thoughts was, I mean, I've never seen an airplane react like that, because it was so low that I thought perhaps it was an airplane or a helicopter, because it was very low. And then the power-up, it was, let me explain this to you. Even thinking back in my mind, I feel my body start to shake because it's that exciting. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we saw this. It, out of nowhere, illuminated, and the size of it, I mean, it went, I'm trying to think in terms of probably 300 to 400 times its original size.
Yes.
And the light was bright. It was a cool white light. Not a warm light, but a very cool white light. And it lit up the area around it. And actually, you could see that it just used some light.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do before you go any farther there, Ray? I'm going to ask the rest of the I-Team members who are hanging on the line to just mute their phones so we don't get that background noise while one of us is talking. You can still hear, into the conversation, but we won't hear the feedback coming through your breathing and stuff. So that'll be helpful, and that's much better already. So, okay, are you still there, Ray?
I am.
Okay,
I feel like we're back in that moment.
Captain Brock's design. Please leave your name, number, and I'll return your call shortly.
Is not
Thank you for calling.
there, so
Bye.
hang on a second. Let me see if I can
At
find
the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
There we go. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Go right ahead there, Ray. Keep going. This is exciting stuff.
Hello.
So now, hello.
Yeah, who do we got on the line there?
This is Vince. I just got a phone call from you.
Oh, hey, Vince. I'm sorry to bug you, man. I just pressed the wrong button. We're just in the middle of the old I-Team segment. I know you're watching us, so thanks for hanging in there with us, buddy. But you don't need to be on the hook any longer if you want to leave.
Oh, yeah. No, I just got a phone call, and I was like, hey, what's up?
Okay. Well, thanks for picking up anyway, buddy. I hope you're enjoying the rest of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye,
Happy New
Vince.
Year. Hi.
Happy New Year.
Thanks.
You too, buddy.
Bye.
Okay. Keep going, Ray.
All right. So when we were all following the small light with our eyes, and when it did the power, the quote-unquote power-up, the intensity of this light would be comparable to that of the sunlight. It was very bright. It was a very cool white light. And it stayed, it stayed for, a good second or two. So it wasn't like something exploding and then just dying out. I know people right away are probably thinking, oh, it was a shooting star. That is not the case. It made 90-degree turns. It moved in a conscious pattern and changed direction. And then did the bright power-up. And this is long before what Lee was talking about when we were having the green light happen. This is before it. We watched it go through the night sky. We followed it from left to right, and it encompassed basically our whole field of vision. From the point where I saw it to the left was basically the horizon, and then we watched it go to the right, almost to our full peripheral. It was almost 180 degrees that this thing traveled as far as what you'd be able to see with your vision.
Yes. And then let's jump back to Lee Strauss. And Lee, let's talk about the laser light that came out of this thing at the same time.
Well, I didn't see the laser per se because I was looking in the monitors. People around.
Well,
around us.
Let's have you tell us what you saw when you were looking through the monitors at this thing coming overhead.
Well, it probably powered up maybe 4 or 5 times before the big one hit. So I was looking, it was so bright that it artifact in the screen, and it kind of made like what you would notice if you take your camera and you look towards the sun, how you get like those little sun spots that run across your screen. Well, this thing was so bright that it basically did that, with the camera. And immediately after this happened, I started getting a migraine, which
Hi, this is Stephanie. Thanks for calling, and I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Do you want to take care of that?
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that one right now.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Now, there we go. Okay, took care of that one.
Yeah, so basically, after it did its huge burst, I can't describe, let's say. So a couple of the bursts were kind of medium to small, and then that big one hit, and that's when I started getting my migraine. But I'd never seen anything flash that bright in the sky before. That was just incredible.
And fortunately, you got all of this on tape. And I can't wait to where we can edit that tape together and get it out to the public soon. But, of course, we're going to also be talking with very shortly Ambition Pictures, Philip and Timothy Wade, on the final editing that's going on the entire Mount Adams project that they were filming us regarding. And that might be coming up soon for a premiere, I understand.
Yeah, I talked to him about a month ago, and he said that he was just doing the final editing, and it would be done towards the end of December, if not the first part of January. So I sent him a text today. I didn't get one back yet, but we're still in the holidays. And
we'll keep folks informed about when that will be coming, because it's a lot of these amazing things we're talking about are going to be on this film, and I can't wait to see it. Now, let's take a little bit of a stock right now. Do we have Kevin on the line? I don't know if Kevin, are you still there?
Yep, I'm here, Michael.
Oh, good, buddy. Okay, speak right into your microphone there. And finally got a hold of you. And let's see, we've got, do we have Nikki and Troy on the line?
I'm here.
Okay, both of you guys are there. Good. And Mary, you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, good. We're getting down to the last 20 minutes of the show, and I think what we should do is kind of jump over a little bit to, first of all, before we leave Mount Adams, let's get Kevin's take on, and we're going to get Troy's take on as well, some of the anomalous activity that happened out there at Takalaka Lake on the north side of Mount Adams when we were down there after we left E-City Ranch. So why don't you start it off, Kevin, by kind of giving us an idea of where this campground was at Takalaka Lake and what the UFO I-Team was doing there.
Right. So we were, of course, tasked to come out and do observations of the mountain from, I guess, at the west side, the northwest side. And so, because I think you in the past had seen something there with some of your friends too, as far as, glowing things on the mountain. We were hoping to see, with the telescopes and things that we brought up there, that we would actually be able to see, some of the people from the I-Team as well as one of the Wade brothers up on the mountain. But it never really turned out that way as far as what we could see. But we had all kinds of weird, strange stuff that, as far as that goes, I don't know quite how to explain it, Michael. I mean, whenever we showed up, with our equipment and everything, it was raining. And so, there was a couple of, people that really got washed out, and, with that goes. So, what was nice is that you actually, because of the way that you'd given up some of your equipment to other people, spent some time with us in our trailer. Now, one of the things that I think, of course, you realize, and I don't know, a lot of people might not realize that I and my wife